Everybody's like really excited this morning. This one's wild. Are you just wild? No, you're just wild. Look at that tail. What? Are you just wild? Yeah. I was in the garage all night with food, but apparently couldn't find it. It was in a different spot, so we're now eating this morning, which is really funny. And I think the only reason she came out was because she was hungry. It's not like super cold this morning. Obviously, I'm just in overalls. Well, good morning, friends. Good morning. This crew's all yelling. We got all our hay in. Well, some of our hay on Friday. Jeremy picked up some of it, so we gotta make some changes since we've got all that done. Well, good morning. So I put out like the last of that bale from last year yesterday, and they have not eaten a lot of it, which is a good sign. They're still really enjoying that new winter grass. Girls and boys. I can't keep saying girls to you guys, can I? We have 3 boys in here now. We do, Nugget. She's like, tell me about it. Is it time for breakfast? I don't know why everybody's a little wet wound up today. Maybe it's because like the first morning it's not been wet in a while. It's pretty mild. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. It wasn't wet yesterday morning, but like it wasn't raining, but it was wet probably. Okay. Mom has a list a mile long today. She does. And we're a little bit irritated that Mom has a list a mile long today. Yes, just things she has to do. She normally does it on the weekend, does she? Okay, let's feed these little gremlins. Very possessive over food, this one, which I find really hysterical, because he's pretty much, ever since he's lived here, had his own breakfast. Yeah, you have. You've never ever had to share. And like, he was the only goat where he came from before, so it's not like this little goat's ever had to share, and maybe that's why he's possessive, but because he just like postures so much over food, and it's like, dude, like you've never had to do anything differently. You've always had your own food that nobody else was eating. That's probably cat. It's really funny. So we're gonna go in, and what I'm gonna try to do is get the boys into this top pen this morning and get them separated for a couple of different reasons. If I can get that done today, it's just gonna make my life so much easier. I don't know why Twiz is coming down here. Like I'm gonna feed her. Weirdo. She may be in heat, so we may have to be cautious with our gate this morning. Good morning. Hi. Come on. Oh, buddies, come on. Let's go have breakfast. This is not going well. Okay, let's feed these guys. We may have to dump Green. I'm gonna have to get the gate set up. This is so stupid. So this is why I want to move them today. Come on, Twin. So that's not gonna work. Okay, so plan B. Still gonna get them moved today, but I'll have to use Twiz as a lure. So what I'll have to do is put Twiz in the backyard and let her stand right next to the fence, get them up here and do that. More than likely, they're all a little bit extra this morning because it's like 9:30. So what we'll do hopefully is I'll get Twiz. I'll bring her out in the backyard. I'll use some grain to lure her, get her up here, and see if I can get the boys to run around and want to be where she is, because that's what's going on right now. And she has basically been in heat every single week. Like every single week. I don't know that we've had a break from her being like this. So I'm like at the point where like it may be her. I'm sure it's some it's like a combination. But this is like a whole another reason why I need her, like I need them up there, because we're done breeding and she's going to continue to do this because she didn't get bred. Tink goes into heat as well, but they tend not to react as intensely for some reason. And more than likely this has been because she's been in heat all morning and all yesterday. So I'm just going to have to sweep that up. Just dumped everything outside. Okay, they're gonna try this. I don't know if it's gonna work. And the truth is, with her being heat today, they may all but break the chain that's left on this gate. Hey, come here, Liz. I don't think that you guys got the best view of that. I need to move that hay feeder. So probably, honestly, I'm gonna jump the fence. I'm gonna go let them out. Then I'm gonna come back and do that. And I've gotta get them water and that kind of stuff. But we're gonna clean the hay feeder out, put hay in it, kind of get them ready to go for the day. Let me let these guys out. See if I can get Twiz like far away. Duke chased her, of course. Didn't help, but also Pork Chop saw the scoop and thought, Mom's gonna feed me more food because he's a pig. This is gonna help since Twiz didn't get bred. It's just chaos and it's so much to fight, and we're not gonna breed her now, and I may not even breed her this spring. Here we go. Are we ready to go? Where's Zell? Zelly, come on, baby. Pixie. Pepper. Come on, babies. Let's go. There, my friends. Come on. Come on. Mom has to turn the charger on today. Parker is being ridiculous. Come on, guys. So we're gonna have a good day, Mom. We're gonna have the best day. Here we go. Let's go. Come on, Zoo. Come on, there we go. Let's go. Come on, let's go have a good day. Gonna have a good day. Apparently they were only running out here because they thought that I had something to eat. Come on, guys. Come on, that's a good girl, Nani. Come on, Buttons. My crew. Some brunch. Twizzer, come on. Zelda still went back. She must have found some snacks she likes. It's gonna help me, number one, because the bucks are gonna be in a spot. They're gonna be in their spot. I'm not gonna have to fight to get them in and out in the morning. We're going out of town, and I'm trying to think, this is Saturday video. We'll probably be back by the time you guys get this video. Hello, Parker. Hi. We'll be back with our youth, but we're going out of town. And this makes it a little bit easier for my mom and dad because they'll just be able to dump food for the pigs over the fence. If they want to let them out, that's great. If they don't, they won't have to. The boys will be in their own pen. They won't have to deal with them. It just makes everything easier. And typically what I do when I'm out of town, and you guys who've been with us a long time know that I keep them locked up in those top two pens and don't let them down into their triangle because it is such a pain in the butt to get them in and out. Now the pigs are not difficult, and right now they can be fed twice a day. Like, that's totally fine. And so if my mom and dad want to do that, they can feed them in the spot over the fence, come in and open and close gates, but they don't have to. Everybody will be fine for 3 or 4 days in those smaller pens. The thing about this time of year is that the pigs will absolutely rut something to no end. So it is helpful if they come in and out, and that's why I don't keep them pinned in that small pen, is because they'll just turn it over because they get bored more than they are hungry. Pigs really need a lot of enrichment and a lot of things to smell and get into and just a lot of entertainment. And so a bigger space for those pasture type pigs means that they won't rut. Now, big commercial pigs are gonna rut no matter what you do, but for coonies, if you can keep them entertained, they absolutely do fine. But this is gonna be much easier. It is time to switch to hay for the boys now that I have a start on my hay. Jeremy's just gonna bring it in small loads from the office. Then, like, he brought me 8 bales, 7 bales, 8 bales. That'll get us through a month and a half. That just works out better for everyone. It kind of keeps me from having to fight two ornery bucks this time of year, since we're gonna have one goat that has not been bred that's having really intense heat cycles, and like every other week pretty much for the last month she's short cycled. And so some of them are false heats, some of them are true heats, which kind of tells me she's maybe not healthy enough to carry, or she's too old, or it's just her heats are very strong. She's not getting bred, and everybody else has settled. As far as I have been able to tell, we've had nobody else. So we'll still have 5 girls, Nani, Pixie, Poppy, Padme, and then Zelda, who's still up. I don't know why she hasn't decided to come down. She's not pacing the fence. She doesn't look like she's in heat. She just looks like she is slow coming down the hill this morning. I need to look at her foot. She held it up the other day like it was still sore, even though like for the last couple of weeks it's not looked sore, so I probably need to check on that. She's also just kind of her own, she's kind of a loner goat, but still lots to eat out here, which is fantastic. They have definitely just completely mowed it down in some spots though. But I've got to turn the charger on because Parker is putting his face into the net and pushing it out. And if it doesn't start popping him, he's probably gonna push the net, like he's gonna push underneath the net, which I don't need. I need a new battery. It will work as long as there's sun, but like after one day of cloudiness, the battery completely drains, which it shouldn't. So I think it's just it got water damaged. So, can we check on you? Probably not, because they're probably all gonna start running. Yeah, you see how she's just still a little bit tender on that back leg? We may have to take her to the vet. She may need an antibiotic. She might have got infected. I mean, she's walking on it fine. Hi, girlfriend. What you doing? I know, did they leave you? Did they leave you? Let's walk. Let's look at your foot as you walk. Come on. Just walking like everybody else. Yeah. Are you just interested in Mom? Mom didn't have any other snacks. Good girl. Okay, let's go get this feeder situated so I can feed them. See, I just don't like how she's walking. I'll get her up on the stand at some point today and look at that foot. I don't know that I'll be able to tell anything, but I think they cut her foot too deep the other day and it just must have gotten infected. She's not lame, but she does not walk like she should. Mom's got to get you guys set up, doesn't she? Pigs are very helpful today. So the feeder has to sit high above the water or they'll get hay in the water, which is gross to clean out. And so I do everything I can not to go in there with them because they'll escape and because they stink and they're mean. So I'm gonna load that feeder up. It was pretty nasty. And what happened is I had it in a good spot and the pigs kept turning it over, trying to get in it. So it does not work to feed the goats when they're in with the pigs, the boys, because they just tip it over. The pigs tip it over to get to the grain. Super annoying. Super duper, just horrible excuse for animals, but no, they are. And what they will do is, because it'll have grain, they will tip it and tip the hay out. And even if I don't put grain in it, they tip it to get the hay out to nest because they're pigs. Are you just too smart for your own good, Petunia Pickle? Yes, Mom. So we'll load it up with hay and then the boys will be in their bachelor pad for the winter.